You can use stealth kills to create a distraction.
It's the hero of Damas. Come in, stay a while. Tell me all about your adventures.
I'm afraid I don't have the time.
I see. Too important for me now.
It's not that.
Nope, of course not. How may I serve you then?
Al-Muallim has asked I take the life of the one they call Jubayr.
Ah, Salahadin's chief scholar. Strange choice of target in my opinion. But who are we to question the master's will? I'm sure he has his reasons.
Then you're familiar with the man.
He's been quite busy these past few days, organizing the scholars and sending them into the streets to preach.
What do they speak of?
Light and fire, cleansing sins, apocalyptic nonsense if you ask me. All this talk of paths and a new world.
What about this new world?
Couldn't say. I don't pay attention to the ramblings of madmen. Much too busy with real work.
Very well. I'll walk among the people, see what I can learn. Where would you suggest I search?
South of here, you'll find an academy and a guard tower. They're both good places to search. There's also a hospital to the east you might want to visit.
I'll begin at once.
So eager. You've certainly changed, and for the better, I might add.
What are the fool doing? They leave horrors in their wake. Saladin rides to meet him, that these barbarous acts might be avenged. Pray that God, glorious and exalted is he, finds favor with us,
no further.
that he may grant us victory.
Turn back now.
Curse him! Curse the Christian king and his army of infidels! They go
You are not
against
allowed to go.
God
Leave.
and must be made to pay. Everywhere they ride, they leave only suffering in their wake. They say in a good way.
I beg of you, just a few coins, please. I beg of you. I beg of you.
This is the goddamn cezası ölümdür.
What do you want?
That hurts! Stop it, please! A few coins. All I ask is for a few coins. Got him in such
What would cause
What
him
a
to
fool!
run like that?
Leave this place.
Come no further.
like Salahadin and take up arms against our enemies in whatever way you can.
You've something to say?
Nothing wrong. Good you came along when you did.
saw what happened
Another
here?
minute and they would have made off with me.
Hello, friend. If you need help, you know where to find me.
Stop! You must not trespass here.
These are dark days indeed.
I'll have your head!
This isn't right.
Step away! I will catch you! Have your head!
You wish to die?
Any enemy that
Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun?
Die! Infidel! Come back here!
Beni gözüm kapağıyla yakar. Hey for your Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun? I will end your life. Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun?
You'll never get away!
Kime boyun eğmek
God favors me!
Infidel! You will not win. No chance against me. God is on my side.
God curse the one who's done this! Over here! Where are you? Kill him!
What did I ever do?
أخرى بن
Get
وزن.
him! Infidel! You will
Move
die
now or be
here!
trampled!
Kick it!
I will catch you! Back here!
What are you doing? Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun?
This won't be too difficult.
Seni gözüm kapalı bile yemedim.
İmkansız.
You will not get...
Geber kafir!
You cannot reign forever!
Yeah!
This will not end.
So we've never... Poor soul.
That hurts! Stop it, please!
Who's responsible for this?
What have I done wrong? Tell me, please! Won't anyone help me?
God Almighty.
His person!
He has found the strength to stand in defense of our great civilization. Make no mistake. It is our very existence we are fighting for. The infinite king would see us all wait for the world.
Oh, do you think you can't be there do something? I'm poor and sick and hungry.
Fires of war consume the land, and thousands of lives are lost in its defense.
Food. I'm so hungry. Just a little money, I beg of you.
Away with you.
You shouldn't be here. Be gone.
I don't understand what he's trying to
Have any
accomplish.
money? Family,
What
my
is that man
family
thinking?
will die.
You shouldn't be here.
Despair of
Be
the
gone.
coin.
Someone should stop him before he hurts himself. I think I've seen
All I
everything
ask
now.
is for a few coins. I beg
Leave
you.
this place.
Just a few coins, please. No, please don't leave. Just a few coins, please.
Kime bu iğneyi vurdurtun?
Your life ends now.
Yeah!
I will end your life.
You cannot escape! أيها الكلاب! مت! أنا من...
Yeah!
And you won't get away with it! غفلة مني! إنه يخرج المسدود! وقد انتهى! أنت غفلة جدا! ولكنك لن تنتصر!
No, you don't understand. I have nothing.
You won't get away from me.
City is ours, has always been ours, and it is our duty to defend it until death.
The Crusaders must be destroyed!
Where is the one responsible for this?
Curse him! Curse the Christian king and his army of infidels! They go against the will of God and must be made to pay! Everywhere they ride, they leave only suffering in their wake. They say it is a crusade. Oh, crusade for what? Ignorance, violence.
I wish to see him, to hear him speak.
It can be arranged, but we must be careful. There are still those who reject illumination. They would harm him.
Then they are ignorant and afraid.
You seem sincere, but how do I know I can trust you?
It hurts me to even hear you ask the question.
Very well. We gather each day in the madrasa. He comes to speak, and then leads us into the city, that we might cleanse it.
Could I join you then?
Understand that it is a difficult path we walk. Our work demands sacrifice.
I understand.
Then come and meet with us. Let us see how strong you really are.
War consumed the land, and thousands of lives are lost in its defense. It seems a tragedy, but I say this is an honor.
Finest wares in all the land.
Praise you, Salahadin.
How irresponsible
He has
of you.
found the strength to stand in defense of our great civilization. Make no mistake, it is our very existence we are fighting for. The infidel king would see us all wiped from the world. We must resist. We must push back. Be wary, friends. The shaitan is everywhere, watching, waiting. He tempts us always. Be strong. Strong like Salahadin, and take up arms against our enemies in whatever way you can. Curse him! Curse the Christian king and his army of infidels! They go against the will of God and must be made to pay. Everywhere they ride, they leave only suffering.
Leave,
in their
peasant,
wake.
before I make you. Away with you.
This is a crusade! A crusade for what?
Get him!
Violence! Madness! We must resist! We must fight them in any way we can! I stand before you to deliver a warning. Should Richard take Jaffa, there will be no stopping him. He will march on Jerusalem next. We must end this war. The English king and his infidel army. They leave horrors in their wake. Salahadin rides to meet him, that these barbarous acts might be avenged. Pray that God, glorious and exalted is he, finds favor with us, that he may grant us victory. Come on! The fires of war consume the land, and thousands of lives are lost in its defense. It seems a tragedy, but I say this is an honor to die in service to God, fighting for what we believe in.
My
There
good
is
people,
no
you're
greater glory than this. South comes the English king and his infidel army. They leave horrors in their wake. Salahadin rides to meet him, that these barbarous acts
We
might
found
be
the place.
avenged.
It's just as you described it.
I suspect he'll want to deal with this himself, and quickly. Best we say nothing to the others.
A wise course of action. Truth be told, I'll be happy when this business is done.
Soon, my friend, soon. Today should see the last of them put to torch. Boy, come here. You still have the letter I gave you?
Yes.
Go and deliver it then. You'll find the one it's meant for inside the madrasa.
Violence! Madness! We must resist! We must fight them in any way we can! The fires of war consume the land, and thousands of lives are lost in its defense. It seems a tragedy, but I say this is an honor to die in service to God. Be gone, fighting for what we believe in. Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun? Gel buraya. Geber kafir. You're mine. Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun? Waiting! He tempts us always! Be strong! Strong like Salahadin! And take up arms against our enemies! In whatever way you can!
Anything I can help you with? Anything at all?
I stand before you to deliver a warning! Should Richard take Jaffa, there will be no stopping him! He will march on Jerusalem next! We must end this before it has a chance to begin! That city is ours, has always been ours! And it is our duty to defend it until death!
Stop him!
You're mine! Praise be Salahadin! He has found the strength to stand in defense of our great civilization. Make no mistake, it is our very existence we are fighting for. The infidel king would see us all wiped from the world. We must resist. We must push back. The fires of war consume the land, and thousands of lives are lost in its defense. He's a thief. It seems a tragedy, but I say this is an honor. To die in service to God, fighting for what we believe in. There is no greater glory than this. Be wary, friends. The shaitan is everywhere.
You'll ever need.
Watching, waiting.
Come, people.
He tempts us
Come see what I
always.
have to offer.
Be strong. Strong like Salahadin. And take up arms against our enemies in whatever way you can. Praise be Salahadin! He has found the strength to stand in defense of our great civilization. Make no mistake, it is our very existence we are fighting for. The infidel king would see us all wiped from the world. We must resist. We must push back. South comes the English king and his infidel army. They leave horrors in their wake. Saladin rides to meet him. Let these barbarous acts pray that God, glorious and exalted is he, finds favor with us, that he may grant
victory!
What happened
Curse
here?
him! Curse the Christian king and his army of infidels! They go against the will of God! He must be paid! Everywhere they ride, they leave only suffering in their wake! They eat in the crusade! For what? Ignorance? Violence?
What have I done wrong? Tell me, please.
Hey, you look familiar.
Surrounded by false knowledge. Just a little rain and wicked men
who seek dominion over your minds. Locked away, they might still be discovered. But once burned, these texts can no longer do harm. You live a lie, surrounded by false knowledge, created by wicked men who seek dominion over your minds. Locked away, they might still be discovered. But once burned, these texts can no longer do harm. Jubayer sees things the way they truly are, sees the poison you carry in your hearts and minds. He works to cast it out. Remove all texts from your homes and schools. Give them to us. They must be destroyed.
Bother someone else.
نحن نعرف شكله لن يخدعنا أبدا
Leave now, or I'll make you. I'll teach you to catch a fight. Nothing wrong. Leave me alone. Peasants shouldn't be fighting. Never have I seen such insolence. Pathetic. You'll pay dearly for that.
Violence is not the answer, my child.
In this we agree, so speak and I may stay my blade. What is it your master intends? Why destroy all this knowledge?
We lay the stones to build a road upon which soon all men will travel. It leads to a better tomorrow.
That is not what I see.
Then you are blind. The words upon these parchments, they are poison. Jubayer holds the cure. He'll free us from their lies.
It's nonsense you speak. You've lost your mind.
No, not lost, but found. I see the world for what it truly is. He has shown me so much. I am illuminated.
A fanatic is all you are, and dangerous for it.
Do what you must. It changes nothing. We are not afraid.
You should be.
What happened here?
إذا رأيته يمر بالجوار لن يبعد كثيرا. سوف أنبهك إذا رأيته.
I'd leave if I were you, before I really get angry.
What's
Anything useful at the other
Move.
The Shaitan is everywhere, watching,
waiting.
Watch yourself.
Open your eyes.
Which is why you come to me. You won't find battles like this. You know, you could have been more careful.
I don't understand what he's trying to accomplish.
What news, Altair?
I've learned much about my enemy.
Share what you know, then.
Jubair has become obsessed with purging the city of its knowledge.
A most terrible crime. Now I see why Al-Mualim wants you to remove him.
He's using the city scholars to assist him. They go out into the streets, harassing the people and collecting all their written works. I fear he intends to destroy them all.
He must be stopped.
That's why I'm here. He's to hold a meeting soon, at the Madrasa Al-Qallasa. It's where I'll go. It's where I'll take his life.
I'll leave you alone to prepare. Bring glory to the Brotherhood.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Someone tell me why he's doing that.
To stand in defense of our great civilization. Make no mistake, it is our very existence we are fighting for.
I'm so hungry.
The infidel we are all fighting for. Stop! You must not trespass here. You are not allowed to be here. Leave. What are you on
Why would anyone want to do that? Someone asked you.
أنت حسانة. What is it that you want?
How bizarre.
God save him. He's gone mad.
Every single text in this city must be destroyed. My friend, you must not do this. Much knowledge rests within these parchments, put there by our ancestors for good reason.
And what reason is this?
They are beacons, meant to guide us, to save us from the darkness that is ignorance.
No, these bits of paper are covered in lies. They poison your minds, and so long as they exist, you cannot hope to see the world the way it truly is.
How can you accuse these scrolls of being weapons? They are tools of learning.
You turn to them for answers and salvation. You rely more upon them than yourselves. This makes you weak and stupid. You trust in words, drops of ink. Do you ever stop to think of who put them there? Or why? No. You simply accept their words without question. And what if those words speak falsely? As they often do. This is dangerous.
You are wrong. These texts give the gift of knowledge. We need them.
You love your precious writings? You do anything for them?
Yes. Yes, of course.
Then join them! Any man who speaks as he is just as much a threat. Do any else among you wish to challenge me? Good. Your orders are simple enough. Go out into the city. Collect any remaining writings and add them to the piles in the streets. When you're done, we'll send a cart to collect them, that they may be destroyed.
You want something?
Oh, I hope no one was hurt. What is it that you want?
Citizens, bring forth your writing.
Anyone help me?
لص حقير
Don't leave.
سأقطع
Just a few
يديك
coins.
جزاء
Please,
ذلك.
there's something. I'm poor and sick and hungry. Please, all I ask is for a few coins.
لص حقير سأقطع يديك جزاء ذلك. لص حقير سأقطع يديك جزاء ذلك. مت أيها اللص. إذا رأيتموه سوف تموت هنا.
I don't understand what he's trying to
Step aside! Quick, quick, faster! Over here! Check it out, man! Chabuk! Yes! Him!
Seni gözüm kapalı bile yener.
While you still can! He wants to kill me!
Gel buraya.
Flee while you still can! جدا ولكنك No matter the way! أيها الكافر! مت! أخي! Don't save us! Stop running! You cannot escape! الموت!
Geber kafir. Gel buraya.
لم تكن الطريق! Come back here! أيها المرتد طارده! تريد أن تموت؟ فليكن ذلك! استفلت مني! Maybe you haven't noticed, but you've already lost.
This will not end well.
سأنال منك!
Your life in now.
أنت خطير جدا! You'll never get the way! Yes! أيها المرتد! You're mine! جدا ولكنك لن تنتصر! Someone's going to get hurt! Faster! Quickly! He killed someone! You'll never get away! أيها Come back here!
He just killed someone! I saw him do
أرجوك! أنت حسالة!
Hırsızlık yapmanın cezası ölümdür.
Leave, peasant, before I make you.
Turn back now!
Anyone can put ink to parchment. Anyone! Such power, such influence must be controlled. It cannot be given over to just any person. It is irresponsible and dangerous.
We must destroy them all, that they do not further poison our minds. They seem safe, but it is a trick. Fell words give way to evil deeds. Look around.
You won't get away!
Richard takes Rafa. There will be no stopping him.
Stop running! You cannot escape!
Jerusalem next. We must end this before it has a chance to begin. That
You are
city
not
is
supposed to
ours.
be here. Leave.
It's always been ours. And it is
There! Come quickly! Don't let him get away!
Give up!
You've nowhere to run!
Be destroyed!
Stop running! You cannot escape! I will catch you! Find him! I see him! He's over there! You won't get away from me! Don't let him get away!
Good people of Damas, you are doing the right thing. Let us cleanse this city of its poisoned past. This is a righteous act, and from the flames shall be born a new era, one of truth and unity, governed by a singular wisdom.
بس حقير سأقطع يديك جزاء ذلك بس حقير سأقطع يديك جزاء ذلك بس حقير سأقطع يديك
Good people of Damas, you are doing the right thing. Let us cleanse this city of its poisoned past. This is a righteous... Why? Why have you done this?
Men must be free to do what they believe. It is not our right to punish one for thinking what they do, no matter how much we disagree.
Then what?
You of all people should know the answer. Educate them. Teach them right from wrong. It must be knowledge that frees them, not force.
They do not learn, fixed in their ways as they are. You are naive to think otherwise. Illness, for which there is but one cure.
You're wrong, and that's why you must be put to rest.
Am I not unlike those precious books you seek to save? A source of knowledge with which you disagree, yet you are rather quick to steal my life.
A small sacrifice to save many. It is necessary.
Is it not ancient scrolls that inspire the Crusaders? That fill Salah ad-Din and his men with a sense of righteous fury? Their texts endanger others, bring death in their wake. I too was making a small sacrifice. It matters little now. Your deed is done, and so am I.
You cannot escape! There's no way out! I will catch you!
Beni yenemeyeceksin.
أنت تتبع طريق الضلال سوف آتي إليك Gel buraya.
Curse the Christian king and his army of infidels! They go against the will of God and must be made to pay! And everywhere they ride, they leave only suffering in their wake.
Bother someone else.
Help me! Let me go!
Why are you doing this?
Your presence annoys me. No reason to stand here. Leave. I'd leave if I were you. Before I really get angry.
We must resist! We must push back! Curse him! Curse the Christian king and his army of infidels! They go against the will of God and must be made to pay.
Altair, tell me you've met with success.
Yes. Jubair's fires are extinguished. His life as well.
Excellent news. I had no doubt you'd succeed.
You should have seen it. The scholars followed him so readily. Wasn't just books they fed to fire either, but any man who opposed them.
Such ignorance breeds only evil. You've done a good thing this day.
As with my other targets, he believed he was doing the right thing, clearing a path to a better future.
Of course he would. Such is the landscape of a madman's mind.
The things I've seen these past few weeks, it's as if all the land has gone mad.
And this is why we fight to end the war, that sanity might return. The people are desperate for direction. It's easy for men like Jubair to prey on this and turn them towards evil. You should go, Altair. Return to Al-Mualim. Tell him what you saw. Let him know the good you've done this day.
Safety and peace, Rafiq.
Upon you as well.
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Not a lot of time, Vic.
Understand there's a narrow launch window.
Wherever it's hidden, time to retrieve it.
Working on it.
And when it's done,
He'll be taken care of.
I want that progress report by tomorrow morning.
I've got some work I need to do. So you've got the rest of the night to yourself.
I think there's a problem with the Animus.
Nope, it's working fine.
I'm pretty sure it just ejected me
I'm
when
pretty sure you should shut up.
You ready to finally tell me what's going on?
We have to stop them, Desmond. When they access that last memory of yours, they're just getting started. They want to change everything. The way we live, the way we think, the way we are. You've gotten the lecture from Vidic about what's wrong with the world, how we need order and discipline, so they're going to give it to us. Only we don't have a say in the matter.
How?
The Templar treasure. They think it...
Miss Stillman?
I'm here.
I need you to upload Desmond's files to the database.
Got it.
So what? You're using me to find this Templar treasure? What do they call it, the Piece of Eden?
Yes.
Well, it's looking like it's at Messiah, so I don't know why they're wasting all this time with me. Why don't they just send their people to pick it up?
They can't. It's not that simple. The artifact from Messiah, they had it. It was destroyed in the accident.
Then what are they hoping for me? You know, for my ancestor to tell them?
They're hoping he'll show them where the other ones are.
You mean there's more than one of these things?
Oh, Desmond, you have no idea.
Is there a problem, Miss
No,
Stillman?
Warren. Everything's Denver on my end.
Then, where are the files?
I've got to move these files before he gets suspicious. We'll talk more later.
Wait, what's that mean, everything's Denver?
It means everything's fine.
Why Denver?
It's a reference to Denver International Airport. There's an underground facility there. It's where the accident happened. Aren't you tired?